Whoa. Today was a day. It was Monday. It's the day after the time change. Oh my God, it was kind of rough this morning. But I got through it. And I'm going to keep going through it. And I'm not going to tap out because God's on my side. But, I'm roughing it out right now with my health, with my situation. I'm enduring what I can, and I assume that God knows what he's talking about, right? When they say that, God's not going to give us more than we can handle. So he kind of knows our limits, but I think I'm reaching my limits, even though I'm kind of, like my grandmother would say, an ornery cuss. Like I'm stubborn, I'm resistant, I'm resilient, right? And I have supporters too. And I have really deep faith in God, or else I couldn't do this. I couldn't be this way. I couldn't have joy in the morning. I couldn't still enjoy the little things like the birds and the parks and the sunshine, right? I wouldn't be in an attitude of gratitude or thankfulness if I didn't have God, if I didn't have a higher perspective, right? In terms of the earthly reality that I have, right? I'm trying to think about it how God sees it, like the long term, like the eternal, the spiritual, not the material world, which may be destroyed soon if you watch the news. Maybe this is the end of the material world. Maybe this is a new dawn of the spiritual world if the Lord comes back. If the Lamb of God comes back, if the Lion of Judah decides to roar and calls it endgame on the material world, then we'll be dealing with the spiritual world, which is a different matter. But right now we're caught in the material world, but we're not of the material world. And so we're going to get the same kind of treatment Jesus got, right? The same kind of resistance Jesus got. The same kind of static Jesus got when he came here to cause a revolution in faith, to bring the good news to religious people who didn't want to hear it, who every time he did some miracle, the next sentence was, and so they plotted to kill him, so they plotted to stone him, so they plotted to seize him, so they plotted to arrest him. Every time he did something good, I'm reading the book of John now, and he says to the people, what good deed is it you're going to get me for this time? To paraphrase, what's a good thing that I did that you're going to arrest me for this time? That kind of attitude, the whole book of John so far, it's just is example after example of Jesus doing miracles, right? Doing miraculous things, right? And every time the religious people, the religious order, they plan to kill him and take him down and shut him down and shut down the truth, right? Because they can't take the light, they can't take the truth that's shining so bright, because they're going to be exposed, because they're not the truth. And so those people that aren't the truth don't want to be exposed, because God, the truth, Jesus, is going to make it blatantly obvious who isn't the truth, what isn't the truth.